Welcome, welcome. My name's Trish. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to this channel, all the new and old subscribers. I do appreciate all of you. Now this, that you can see all of this color on the table, this is what I usually do cards before a reading, so I know what I'm to read on and what I'm working with that day. And this is what the cards have want me to talk about today. So they want me to get personal and share something about a meditation that happened last week to me, very profound experience that I want to share. I also have questions around it, what it all meant, so I'm going to pull cards on that as well today as part of today's kind of Weird Wednesday reading. It's our where the cards teach and share and teach us. So this is where we tap into the existence of the universe, and we ask all of those questions and we find out and get answers from the cards. So help from the universe here. I'm also doing pick a card readings today, and I'll be doing the world event predictions today as well. That's what's on my agenda for today's readings. That's what the cards have asked me to talk about today. So let's get on to, and I love this channel because I love to get to share experiences. Over on the other channel, it's more about the cards, the answers, the readings. So here it's more about sharing experiences with you. We all learn and grow together. So perhaps my experience is something you've experienced as well. And if you have, I would love to hear from you. If you understand some of the elements within what I'm about to tell you, please let me know. Some of it does involve Hinduism, which I'm very open to all religions, and I take a little bit from all religions, but I'm not an expert in any religion. So let me get into this reading. So last Wednesday, the 19th of March, I was in a meditation with two other people, and it was such a profound meditation. The energy was enormous. It was such intense energy, and we all came out of that meditation looking at each other, and we all said, "Did you feel that? Did you feel that energy?" And we were having very similar visions within the meditation. When we came out, a lot of the visions were the same. We were in the same place, or we were given different symbols around the energy, which is all very strange. So we went into the meditation, was guided in. My mother's a facilitator. She guides us in. We did a very good chakra energy balancing and opening, cleansing. Now, during that meditation, I was confronted by a very large, friendly snake. I'm terrified of snakes too, by the way, but this one I wasn't. It was a very wise guardian type being. It was a being. So, and it was and I face to face, so I could have a very clear picture of its face and a telepathic communication. So it was a very strong, intense energy. I felt him to be very wise. I came out and I mentioned the wisdom. I referred to him as he. Very wise being, also a guardian of sorts, it felt, but he seemed to be sussing me out. He was checking out my intentions on whether or not he was going to take me further into this meditation. So I did end up going further. My intentions were about truth, integrity, and being very clear and accurate and honest within readings, getting very accurate information, truthful information. So that was my intention there. So we went into the meditation. I went out through my crown. I know in one of the other readings we've talked about coming out of different chakras. I went out of the crown and I went into the conscious source energy from there. And just before I went out, everything lit up, like inside, eyes closed, meditating, everything just went white and everything was very light and bright. And then that's when I exited out through the crown into the conscious energy, source energy. Now I feel like I had to go out and had to be assessed to do that. So that's the interaction that I had with that snake being. Felt very friendly, felt very wise, felt very guardian type energy. So then once I got out, I saw a vision of Thoth, or Thoth, Thoth, the being with the nose there. He's the architect and scribe in the ancient Egyptian mythology. So I saw a vision of him. He was beside me to the side, but I didn't have that face-to-face interaction with him. But it gave me the feeling of old world gods or old world beings that I was tapping into. So they showed me a room, and I was shown a lever, a lever, it looked like a steampunk lever, just one single lever, and they walked me over to the lever. There was one, I don't know if it was the Toth or Toth character or the snake being. I couldn't see at this point, but I knew they were standing very close to me as I was standing next to the lever, and they gave me control. It was a control room. They gave me control of the lever and said that I can decide how much I want to pull the lever down, so how much more connection, intuition that I wanted to have. It was a lever for connecting in truth, wisdom, and connecting in. I could choose how much I wanted, and I wanted to grab the lever and pull it all the way down, but they warned me that the headaches would be too intense if I did that. So I pulled it down a fraction. I probably pulled it down about a quarter of as far as it would go. The whole time the energy just felt really huge, vibrant. The energy was incredible. It was really powerful energy. That's how I could explain it. The energy there was very powerful. It's almost like it just hit you with this big white energy, very white. I guess that's frequency, related to frequency there with when you see the white visioning, it changes your frequency level so you can tap into that source energy. So I think maybe that's what was going on there. So then when I came out of the meditation and we started talking about our connections, the other person that got into, part of that meditation was they kept showing me really tall, skinny, look like buildings with energy or electricity or something coming out of the top of them, pouring out of the top of them. I was like, but they showed it to me as like 3 separate visions of 3 separate types of buildings, but all very tall and narrow buildings with energy coming out of them everywhere, radiating out of them. So then when we came out of the meditation, we're describing what we saw. The other person saw a city of tall, skinny buildings with light energy. They were made of light energy all around them. Then they were shown a control room with lots of different levers. She didn't go in and pull any levers, but she was also showed levers, and she called it a control room, which to me felt very much like what it was. I went over and I was allowed to move my lever, but she was allowed to go in and view different people's levers. There was all different levers she could see in there, and she was talking about a city of light, again, tall, skinny buildings with light all through them. So very interesting that we saw the same thing. Now, a few other things happened after this. That night I ended up with a very intense headache. They did warn me about headaches by moving that lever, that it would create headaches. That's why I only moved it a quarter, but even then that quarter was quite an intense headache for me that night. So one of my questions is that movement that I made permanent? Given the headache that I experienced, was it a permanent change to my psychic connection? Otherwise, was it just a one-off event? It was the headache resulting from that one event. So that's one of the questions that I want to ask. The next morning I saw a yellow butterfly, which I've never seen a yellow butterfly before. It flew straight across me and I thought that's very unusual, a yellow butterfly. That afternoon I went for a walk. I did the readings that day for the psychic the psychic gifts, which is this one on the other channel. I did those readings, and my bonus section at the end, where I take my messages from, told me to watch out for signs from the universe. So on the way, I was going for a walk that afternoon, and on the way to the park I saw in the sky the Om symbol, so the Hindu symbol, the 3 with the little bit up the top in the clouds. I didn't unfortunately get to take a photo of it, but that was my personal message anyway. That was directly for me. But then next to it was either a crucifix or I first thought it was a sword, the Ace of Swords, meaning clarity, mental triumph or clarity of mind. So it did look like a sword to me, because the bottom was like pointed. So to me, it kind of looked like a Ace of Swords, but it could have been Christianity, the crucifix, given that it was next to another religious symbol. I don't know, very weird, side by side. Now the crucifix was a contrail or a chemtrail, and then some going across the top as well. So, but it was there, sitting right next to and how on earth do you get a Hindu Om symbol in the clouds? But it was there, and that was my personal message. So now, given the snake in the Bible has negative connotations to it. Now, the other person that I was meditating with, she's religious upbringing, so she goes straight to Christianity with interpretations. I'm more open to many religions, so I looked into Hinduism, and they talk about the Nagas, which is the snakes. Snakes are very wise. They often guard treasures, or they guard intuition or power. They are guardians of types, and I felt this person, this male, he was a Naga, to be a guardian, or a very wise guardian. So he was guarding wisdom. So that's how I'm going to take on the Hinduism meaning. Now they do represent both good and bad. The Nagas, there is negative and there is positive, but this one felt very positive to me. It was a very positive experience that I felt. So then we found out that was on the Thursday that happened, and then on the Friday, both of us at the same time found out about the pyramids, where there's the long columns underneath the pyramids. So, and I got the Egyptian connection within the meditation. So all of these things over 3 days just kind of added up. So I wanted to know what this was all about. Sorry, that was a very long experience. I think I captured everything that I experienced there with the signs and the symbols, but now I want to know what it means. So let's get into the reading part of this. These are prominent cards that fell out, and then some other cards fell out as well. So it was a meditation. That's where the experience came from. So an interwoven all is one, and the meditation was interwoven between the three of us. It was very interwoven meditation that we experienced. So this is just validating my experience and what happened. Did tap into that source code, the source mind, universal consciousness. So that's where I went when I exited. So that's what that's saying. And then the vibration harmonic. So the vibration was very intense. I've seen the whole thing go white, and that's about raising vibration. So it was all about vibration and harmonics as well. So the other cards that fell out was grounding, needing to practice some of the work, some breath work, prophecy, future events, some spell work, discernment, and astrology blueprint. But these were the this is the message I feel for what my experience was all about. So it was a fearless transformation, which I was fearless. So I experienced, because I'm terrified of snakes, but I came face to face with the snake and I was fearless. Not one bit of fear went through my body when I had that experience. It was a very fearless energy, and it was a transformation energy there. Truthful insights, believe it as truth. And the thing that I did when I faced with the snake was, my intention was about truthfulness, receiving truthful insight. That was what my whole purpose of that experience was about. Here it's saying ancient scripts, ancient knowledge from the past, and I think that's what I was tapping into, given that I was working with the architect, the Egyptian architect figure there as well. So ancient scripts, knowledge from the past. Now also with that Egyptian, where they've discovered the underneath the second largest pyramid, they've found the long tall columns on the 600-meter they are in length, these columns all underneath there. Now the architect of Egyptian times was Thoth. He was the one that was in my meditation. So then Mercury, the messenger, important message. I need to listen and I need to learn. That was given my experience there. Now, my question here with this event was, because I experienced the headache, was it because of that one-off event? And then I'm going to ask, did I receive permanent adjustment from that? So first of all, was the headache because of that one event, because I moved the lever? It's related to temporal nexus. Now you can get temporal headaches. I know they're somehow connected to timeline changing or time travel, but a temporal headache is connected to that. I'm blown away. That was a temporal headache that I was experiencing because I was traveling through timelines or changing timelines, working with time, and I experienced a headache from that. Break the chains, that's liberty, breaking through the chains. The energetic shift may have also caused the headache. And I did have illumination. I did have information revealed to me. Star seeds and cosmic family. Okay, so I do believe the answer to that is that the headache was related to a temporal headache. So moving through timelines, causing a temporal headache. Okay, did I receive a adjustment, a spiritual or physical adjustment? Did I receive some kind of psychic adjustment, permanent adjustment? The symbols in the sky were confirming my experience. The guardian of nurture, caring energy. So that experience that I had with that being just at the beginning felt to be a guardian. It was guardian of a place. Invisible force related to energy. It was a vibrational alignment. So I experienced a vibrational alignment. We all did. We all felt the energy, so we experienced a vibrational alignment. Okay, so this vibrational alignment, does that come with increased intuition? It's advanced knowledge beyond comprehension, but it is related to some kind of healing, DNA healing. But advanced knowledge beyond comprehension. What kind of healing did I experience? A release from a contract. This is minerals and metals. Eagle vision, I feel kind of that Thoth energy. Under a watchful eye, which I was actually. The whole time I was under a watchful eye. Going in, it was a watchful eye, an assessment, and then standing next to me as I had the lever, there was somebody controlling how much I could. They let me choose how much I wanted to change that controller, that lever, but they were standing very close to me, I guess, in case I did decide to pull the lever right down, which I didn't. I listened. So this one here is eternal cycle and the way forward into the future. Did that one experience result in a permanent adjustment? Yes. That's really, okay, just wanted to pop this in. I think this is interesting. You might want to know. They're coming. Planet of the Crossroads, that's the Nibiru. They're coming. Interesting. But But yes, there was a permanent adjustment that I experienced in that experience. So the experience was being able to go outside through the crown chakra. Everything was white. I was with a higher being, and I was allowed to move one lever. I was allowed to move one lever and only a small amount. But that was a permanent adjustment for me. Will I be able to go back to that place and make further adjustments? Again, it's beyond comprehension. It's advanced knowledge. Keeper of destiny. It's where Akashic records are. So it is in that that source energy is where Akashic records are, where the keeper of information is. It's advanced knowledge. So will I be granted access back to that place again? Primal energy, again, Apis. Apis is another Egyptian god. Primal energy. It was a cosmic upgrade. Explorer, Wanderer's Path. A cosmic upgrade and improvement. So I need to be grateful for the improvement that was given to me at the time, without thinking into the future about another upgrade. Just be grateful for that one, and I'm very grateful for that experience. So the next question is, how will I experience that upgrade on a physical? Temporal nexus, it's to do with timelines. Will I be able to have more control over my current timeline? A spirit channel connection download. Subtle awareness, see the signs. So I was looking at, so it will be subtle differences that I'll see, to look out for different signs, which I have been paying attention to signs because that's what the cards told me to do this week. Not all information is, some of the information is forbidden, and you can see here the fruit. This is the Eve story with the snake, and some information is not allowed. Some information is forbidden. Interesting. So let's have a look at spirit channel, download or connection. How is it connected to spirit channel, downloaded information? No, I'm misinterpreting that answer. It's saying that you need, it's a spiritual awakening, remembering who I am. But there is a guardian shield there, so walled up. It is a guarded secret, and I did have to go in with a guardian. So again, I would have to go into that place again. I would have to go in with the guardian. Have to be allowed to go in there. But it's not related to a download. Okay, is there any information you can give me that can help other people? Yes, in order to help other people, it is related to our DNA and the changes made to our DNA and correcting our DNA. So, and having good intentions. So I did go in with good intentions. So maybe the help here is about other people tapping in and going in with good intentions to be able to try and get access to this, and again going in without any fear, so alleviating all fear. So that's an important lesson here that they want to talk about. And again, truth, because that was in my exact intentions going in. I faced a snake, which normally I would be terrified of, and I had no fear whatsoever. So I faced my fears. My intentions were good intentions to help other people. My intentions were to help with truthful insights for other people, and being able to connect in to bring through truthful insights for people. And And that's what my connection was. It wasn't about me. It was about being able to help people with truthful messages and more intense energy, which is more related to truthful messages. So that was my exact intentions going in. So that is a little bit what the cards are saying when you're going in. So you're going in with fearlessness, you're going in with good intentions, and you're going in to receive truthful insights. So that's what the lesson here is with this reading. So I'm going to leave that one there because it was a personal experience. But yeah, I just wanted to keep a record of it really, and yeah, just share the experience with you. Okay, I'm just going to ask, is this going to help my reading at all? Will this experience help my readings? Advanced knowledge beyond comprehension. Flowing with the tide. So again, I do know, I am aware of that. So your psychic abilities are heightened and lowered depending on the frequency of the earth, depending on solar activity. It all affects how much information we can receive psychically. So we are subject to the rhythm of cycles, and that's to do with the Schumann resonance and also solar activity. And here it's a symbiosis system. Symbiosis. Okay, that's two things working together. So that would, I guess, be when we're talking about the ups and downs of the frequencies and the rhythm of the earth vibration, and we work in symbiosis with that energy. Okay, thank you so much for watching.